Okay, welcome to my first ever process drawing video. Right now I'm doing a fan art because I don't have. I want to turn out a bunch of fan art for stuff before I start making pages for altars again. But this time, I already made Burn, Twyla, and something Cuphead related, I'm sure. But now I'm doing. Let me show the review here. It's Dark Samus, but I drew it all. I took a bunch of different designs from. I borrowed bits and pieces from some different designs. From. Okay, first of all, the Metroid Prime core from Metroid Prime 1. Mostly Dark Samus's base design from. For the head anyway, or for the body anyway. From Metroid Prime 2, of course. And then I'm actually trying to achieve a more twisted version of regular Samus's face, or Zero Suit Samus's face. And the third eye thing is a reference to. Let me bring it up here real quick. It's such a relief to not have to play a video game this time. This is weird. I know I don't actually see very many people do this. It's usually like a time lapse kind of thing, but this way I'm just gonna explain how I do things and maybe do like 10 minutes at a time. And it's all gonna be one video. I'm not gonna do like episodes. Um, but yeah, this is weird. This is fun. Probably. I don't know how I'm gonna try to keep the length small because I know it's going to. I don't usually record at full screen, so the file size is probably gonna be fucking gigantic. Anyway, this is my pictures folder. These are all like gifs I have on my computer, and this is my friend Seuss's art that I never got around to. Anyway. Other. I put most of my fan art and weird shit in this folder. Oh yeah, that's me. The Emoji Movie, Black Mirror reviews. Anyway, fan art set 4. So this is the one I'm doing right now, right? Yeah. So I'm borrowing shit. It's over there. This is the original Metroid Prime core. So I'm trying to achieve this effect they have it going on. This translucent light blue phasey weird thing. And okay, yeah, so the third eye is a reference to this form of Dark Samus at the end of Metroid Prime 2. She's like, I don't know what's going on. She's just skeletal and weird. Yeah, but I guess her skull in this form has a third eye. So that's what I'm referencing here. And this is the original. This is what I'm using to get for base colors for when I make the palette. So I get to show you how I do things here. Oh, look, this burn. I made burn. I tried to borrow colors from this thing. I had to tweak them a little bit. Actually, I think I just borrowed how this is done for both of those. Like there's like a little paint effect behind it, a white stroke on the actual figure, and then something behind it. Yeah, I like it actually. I didn't do this for any previous sets. Oh yeah, there's Flint Hook. And why isn't it in here? Well, anyway, this is Flame Place from Guacamelee in there. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is okay. Damn it, I'm fucking up this art video already. I don't know why this is in here. This is a Cuphead thing I did right before Cuphead came out, but whatever. Okay, anyway. So how I do things. This is the scan, right? I always try to draw things first because I feel that's where I feel like I have the most control. And then I take it in Illustrator and do a live trace and try to get it like the thinnest clean as possible, so it's easier to color in Photoshop. Because for some reason, I really don't know how to get just like clean lines in Photoshop. Because like this is my, well, anyway, let me keep going. In Illustrator, I do a live trace, get the outline, put it in here. This is my outline. Okay. Wait, what can I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to do this. Okay. Always rasterize your the things you put in here sometimes. Okay. So you can still see like the pixels and everything, but if you actually once I finalize everything, you won't see that. Hopefully. I usually work in 8-bit, but I'm trying 16-bit so I can maybe get a little more detail or something this time. Just to keep the file size like kind of small, and the output, because I'm gonna probably say this is what PNG. That's what I usually do. So step 1 for me is put the trace here. And I put the scan under it. Put multiply so I can, if I color it, I can see where I'm at still. And I usually start by making a bunch of folders for everything. So this is the folder I'm going to use for the hair bits. I just wanted to draw a dark Samus with big hair and show her face, and still do an awesome pose or something. Okay, so I'm sure the question you're having now is, Andre, why is her hand up there instead of there? It's because I couldn't fucking get the right hand pose. I'm really bad at drawing hands on a larger scale, so I usually... You see in most of my drawings, they always have their hands in like this, like they're holding something from the bottom, or like they're just holding their claw out or something. This I actually borrowed. This hand pose I actually borrowed from. I don't think it's on my. I don't think I put it on the computer. Oh well. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I borrowed it from the pose that's in a trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. She has that like hand pose, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna draw it somewhere else and then put it on later. So step 1 for me is clean up the outline before I make the palette and start filling spaces. Also take out lines on the outline that I don't really need. I'm gonna turn down this a bit, like, I don't know, 50. Like, I'm gonna, since the outline, or the trace wasn't like, it wasn't perfect, because the thing is, when it picks up ink, I put a certain blur percent on it, like 0.2 or 4, so that it still looks smooth. Because if you just do a straight up live trace with no blur, it'll look really jagged and ugly, and I don't get clean outlines that way. I have a tablet, but I'm not good at just following the line or making my own line in Photoshop. Is really hard. And if I use the pen tool, it looks like digital art, and that you don't really see my curvature, the way I draw things with a pen tool. So I don't use it unless it's something to clean it like this. Let's see here. Alright, I guess let's just start doing it. So on the scan, actually, I put these little loop lines they're little, like, a lot of this stuff is just mental notes for me that I can look at without having to consult my sketchbook. So right there, I need to remove that. That's what that means. I need to remove that line, and then this I need to remove there. So I'm just gonna do that first. Doop 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 doop. Do. Okay. And I can still steam some stuff. I wonder if I can. It's actually more pixels because it's a 16-bit. But shit. Always have your. That I think that's fine. Always have your fingers on Control and Z just in case. When I first got Photoshop, I think the first thing I did was increase the limit of how many times you can Control Z out of something, because the default is like 1. It's like I need more ways to undo things actually, and I'm just gonna make sure I get all these things out of here, because it's like I was trying to say earlier, it picks up weird bumps like that, and I don't want it to look so thick. I'm sure to like an experienced person, my method is kind of unorthodox, but that's okay. I don't really care about what a good artist thinks of me. And I accidentally did some weird kind of crotch thing with her. I don't know how to fix this. I think I'm just gonna do this. And I didn't mean to put that there. I'm just gonna take it off, and this is what I do with the pen tool. Really, just make a new layer. Stroke black 0.5. That's too big. Fucking. Just delete layer. God, okay. There's a lot of shortcuts that I actually don't really know about or just don't use. 0.3 is too big. 0.2 is okay. I know 0.1 would be too small. Whoop. There. Actually, move it up one more. There you go. Okay, sure, whatever. And then I just merge it, and then any changes I do involving the pen tool, I just merge back into the main outline layer. There, that's okay. Except this bit is bothering me. How to fix? I'm gonna do it this way. And then I may have to. I usually look at my laptop screen. It's a lot different on my TV, because I might end up switching to that anyway, because a TV I'm sure works differently with damn it, dude. Oh, everything's over here because I usually do it on the computer, the monitor side. Excuse me. Oh, that's the burn tool. God damn it. Okay. Part 1 is probably just going to be me cleaning up my outline the way I do it. Okay. Stop. Okay. That's fine. I don't really care about that. And let's see here. I'm also trying to do this fairly quickly because I know that this is like recording, in real time. So I'm probably gonna redo her eyes. I'm just gonna leave them there for now. And her nose. Freaking hell. And get rid of that bit. Okay. And everything's fine there. And any open space is gonna be a problem when I need to fill the color. So this is the point. This is just always the first step because I need to catch those areas. That looks weird there. Or if like the outline has like weird indents like that, just pick it up. Just pick it up. What does that mean? Artist talk. Okay. I actually used to want to try colored outlines, but eventually I just grew out of it, and I was like, I like black outlines. I like it. Everything looks clean, looks solid. I've only tried to do that. I've only tried to do colored outlines twice, and save often because now that my laptop crashes often, it actually really sucks when I'm working on something and it crashes. So okay. That looks weird there. And that kind of looks weird. I think these are... I'm just gonna take these off. These are mostly for when I shade it. That's gonna look... That's where I know to put... What? I'm gonna probably put dark here and then lighter here. I'm not sure if I want it to be skin or just part of the suit. So I might... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I might not even need these. Okay. Okay. What was it else? Actually, I want to show it. Well, fuck it. It's my YouTube channel. It's my video. It's part 1. It's gonna be part of what? A 3-hour video. So how about you relax? Other fan art. What was that one? This is old shit. I might do a hey, look at my art video. Where is it? Oh, it's probably in Pokemon. Oh, it's not in here. Pokes. So the folder name. Okay, so this is my first one where I used colored outlines. I did this in Psy. I was trying to get used to the tablet, right? And I tried a bunch of brushes and shit. I didn't think it worked out very well, but it's okay. Anyway. And the second one I used with the tablet was this one over here. That was a flint hook. Anyway, it was flint hook. That was the second one. I couldn't control the pen tool or the brush or the pen very well, the stylus, so it looks dumb. Anyway, back to this. That looks weird. I'm gonna take this off. Okay. This whole mess down here, I'm not really worried about much. Over the years, I've gotten better at poses, but if you could see, what the actual scan is a lot lighter. Even though I lowered the opacity, the actual scan anyway is a lot lighter. But if you looked at my sketchbook, you can see like really deep erasure marks because I tried so hard to get the pose. Real quick. So when I started with this, it actually looked a lot like this. I started with this basic like Dorito shape, and then I made this triangle the lower half of her body, and then I just made lines. They're still there actually, to show the angle of where I would put the legs. I used to be really bad at leg. What's the word? Like distance, like segment distance. So I started picking up a thing where with my fingers I would just go take this part and this part and then just take the same distance and put it down here, and that's how I know where this part of the leg should be. And actually, this area right here is the original like thumbnail pose I did. That's what helps me a lot actually. But I would just drop that's where that arm goes, and that's where this arm goes, and then the head. So that's what the first drawing looks like, the base. And then I just went from there. I don't like doing super detailed, or not that I don't like it, I just never had a use for it. So I never did that crap. Or I don't use I don't really do bases that much. I do a stick figure pose and then branch off of that really. But I guess in general I usually start with the body frame and then draw the head and then draw the arms and legs. Okay. What else do I need to do? I need to... the last thing I'm going to do is fix that hand. So don't worry your black little heart. It'll all be alright. I don't know if I'm going to leave this there or not. I'm just going to fill it in, actually. Okay. That needs to be closed. Okay. And I only use the tablet now. If it's something quick for a thumbnail, that's what I've been doing lately. The Flint Hook one was I started with that with the tablet, and so was the Cuphead one, the the Willy Wonka thing one. Dark Samus has like weird feet. She has like they're like, I don't know what they are. They're not real. They're not real. They're just not real. And okay. Also, looking up Dark Samus, it wasn't actually that bad. It's always a problem when you have to look up a character online, because there's certain rules of the internet, and it's like, please, I don't care. I'm just trying to look up a reference. I don't need this gender bin inflation shit, because that does show up on Google, unfortunately, for most characters. Anyway, okay, everything's fine, and now I'm gonna fix the hand. Alright. If I need to, like, if I draw something separate and I need to put it on the thing, I just, oh shit, whoops, take the lasso tool, because what I used to do is copy the whole layer and then erase what I don't need and then put that together. But now I started doing just the lasso tool, just to get it off, and then on the actual one just erase that part, and now it's separate. There you go, and there you go. There's your hands, and now it kind of matches up. I'm gonna put it like right there. That's good. Actually, I'm gonna nudge it a bit so you can see her wrist actually. Okay, and then take the part I don't need off. Crap. That's fine. This is fine. Okay. And that's my outline. Wait, no, it's not. Okay. I don't think I could stream this because I don't think anyone would fucking watch me stream ever. Also, if I'm going to stream it, that means I have to finish it in one sitting, and I don't want to do that. Okay. And this stuff... What I don't like about Photoshop is when you use the pen tool, unless there's a way to do it, you can't like round the edges. Or no, you can't thin the ends. In Illustrator, there's a bunch of like calligraphy options, and this one there's not. So if I want a line to look like this, I have to do this for some of them. And yeah, that way it doesn't look like a freaking shape. It looks more like a line. Okay. That looks weird. You probably won't even notice this because it's going to be a dark color in the fill anyway. Okay. Alright, that's the outline. Oh, I need to merge the hand with the mane. There. Okay, and the next thing I do is work out a palette to use. Shit. I'll just name this palette. Or I usually like title it, even though there's one thing on the thing here, just title it Derek Samus palette. And that's what I'm gonna do next time when I come back.